Good morning. Welcome back to Bible and Blues. And it is Saturday morning. It's a rainy Saturday morning. Can you believe that? In the Pacific Northwest, it's raining. You know anything about this region? This time of year, it rains. So I need to get some grass seed out there. Anyway, take advantage of this rain so I don't have to water it. But today we're going to be doing Psalms chapter 44. I slept in this morning. I slept in a lot this morning. I usually don't sleep this much. I feel great. I slept till 9:30. Came out here. I had one on the computer that I wasn't done editing that I wanted to get out for Legion chapter 4. If you want to take a look at it, you see a card right there to click on it. That's chapter 4. That was that was great. I just love sleeping in that much. I don't get that very often. I haven't gotten that in years, kind of concept. But here it is. It's almost 11 o'clock my time, and if you're in the East Coast, you're thinking morning. So it's all a matter of perspective. So without further ado, Psalm 44 for the director of music of the Sons of Korah, a maskil. Hey, D-Zone, MP, what's a maskil? You like to research this stuff. You like to Google this stuff. I forget it right after I stop the video. We have heard with our ears, O God. Our fathers have told us what you did in their days, in days long ago. With your hand you drove out the nations and planted our fathers. You crushed the peoples and made our fathers flourish. It was not by their sword that they won the land, nor did their arm bring them victory. It was your right hand, your arm, and the light of your face, for you love them. You are my king and my God, who decrees victories for Jacob. Through you we push back our enemies. Through your name we trample our foes. I do not trust in my bow. My sword does not bring me victory, but you give us victory over our enemies. You put our adversaries to shame. In God we make our boast all day long, and we will praise your name forever. But now you have rejected and humbled us. You no longer go out with our armies. You made us retreat before the enemy, and our adversaries have plundered us. You gave us up to be devoured like sheep, and you have scattered us among the nations. You sold your people for a pittance, gaining nothing from their sale. You have made us a reproach to our neighbors, the scorn and derision of those around us. You have made us a byword among the nations. The people shake their heads at us. My disgrace is before me all day long. My face is covered with shame at the taunts of those who reproach and revile me, because of the enemy who is bent on revenge. All this happened to us, though we had not forgotten you, or been false to your covenant. Our hearts had not turned back. Our feet had not strayed from your path. But you crushed us and made us haunts for jackals, and covered us with deep darkness. If we had forgotten the name of our God, or spread out our hands to a foreign god, would not God have discovered it, since he knows the secrets of the heart? Yet for your sake we face death all day long. We are considered as sheep to be slaughtered. Awake, O Lord, why do you sleep? Rouse yourself. Do not reject us forever. Why do you hide your face and forget our misery and oppression? We are brought down to the dust. Our bodies cling to the ground. Rise up and help us. Redeem us because of your unfailing love. Here ends the reading of God. Thanks be to God. Wow. Woo. That's kind of brutal, isn't it? So sounds like I'll have to check what was happening when he wrote this. I would say he was definitely losing battles, a lot of them, and not doing well in his wars at all. King David spent most of his time at war. And so I would say definitely he was not doing well. He was losing lands and he was losing battles. And yeah, God had removed himself from him and said, okay, now so you need to stand on your own for a while. And God does that to us. God does that from time to time, and to teach us to stand on our own 2 feet and give us the strength, and to teach us to continue to turn to Him when things aren't good. And it's very difficult, and that's when we need to redouble our faith in Him and our praise in Him. And that's not easy to do. It's not even easy to say from my perspective. I mean, okay. I mean, it seemed like, King David felt like he had been abandoned by God. And we know that he wasn't, but that doesn't change the feeling. So have you ever felt like that where, things, it seemed like everything was going really great for you and you were praising God and everything was going just really smooth. Everything you tried, his hand stepped in and made it happen. And then all of a sudden it stops and everything you touch turns to garbage. And you can't get anything done and you don't feel God's presence anymore. Yeah, we've been through those deserts and those are deliberate. And when you're a king, I can only imagine it gets really bad. It feels politically like, we were recently in, and we might still be in, a desert right now, away from God. We might be in that desert right now, or we might be just pulling out of it, or we might just have been out of it for some time. It depends on your perspective, as far as that goes. So politically, it can feel that way sometimes in your own household when things are going good. Are you remembering to praise God? To give the praise to God, or are you taking credit for yourself? And then when things go bad, are you blaming God, or are you saying, "Well, I guess it's my turn to buck up and take care of things"? And and remember to still give praise to God because He's doing this to teach you. So. Those are tough times for all of us, and when we have to face these things. So anyway, it's Saturday. I have some stuff going on. Pray that I get that computer done today. Supposedly there's a part coming in, a new motherboard coming in today, which means if that gets here, it's going to be probably a fairly short time before we have the thing, ready, posted, so the computer will post. And then I have Windows 10 Pro I'm going to upgrade to on that one that I've already purchased, and I have it on a thumb drive waiting to go on. So that's everything I got for the moment, guys. You have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday. I'm sure I'll post, at least make a couple more videos. I do like to do that on Saturday. I'm thinking Rooms needs another chapter read, things like that. Legion, I can kick back, watch another episode of Legion, and do a video on that. And that is definitely not a stressful one. Watch TV and talk about it. That's a stressful life, isn't it? So then you get down to the editing and everything. It takes me more time. So beyond that, on a rainy day, this is kind of what I have going on. I've been needing to build a ramp off my front deck and back deck, but more importantly, the front one for my wife, for her wheelchair. Right now, she goes out through the garage, which is okay, except if I go in there and root around a little bit, and if I leave a mess, that means in the morning I've made myself more work. So, so I do need to build that, but I wanted to pour that out of concrete. A day like today is probably not the best day for it. It can be done. It can be, but I'm not going to stress myself out over that right now. Beyond that, tomorrow morning, I'm doing the stage lighting at church again. Always fun. Tonight, my son has a friend spending the night, so they'll be playing video games till the wee hours, and then I'll be getting them up at 6:30 in the morning because his dad's going to pick him up early because otherwise the kid's going to be stuck at my church for 4 hours straight. I can do that to my boy. I'm not sure I can do that to somebody else's. So anyway, y'all have a great day. I will talk at you later. Bye now.